glaciers, staggering mountains, plains dotted with wild animals. We sure live in a big, beautiful world. And while pinpointing all of Mother Nature's greatest hits could take a lifetime, we think these out-of-this-world landscapes and awe-inspiring wonders from Arizona to Antarctica need to move to the very top of your travel list. Located in northeastern Vietnam, Ha Long Bay resembles a scene from a fantasy story, with its thousands of limestone-carved islands of different shapes and sizes. Ha Long means descending dragons, which is indicative of the silhouette of the limestone outcrops that poke out from the water. Some of the islands contain lakes, while some are hollow, with a colorful fairyland of grottos inside. An overnight boat trip is a spectacular way to experience the beauty of the bay, and to see as many of the islands as possible. On the northeast coast of Ireland, the Giant's Causeway is a natural rock formation that does indeed look as if it were fashioned by giants. The honeycomb formation of hexagon-shaped basalt columns appears too geometrically perfect to have been shaped by nature. It actually took 60 million years of tectonic plate movement, lava flows, and erosion to fashion the stepping stone columns into their present shape. Clifftop trails offer great views of the rocks, and a flight of steps leads down to sea level. Meaning Cotton Castle in Turkish, is an unreal landscape in western Turkey, famous for its white terraces. The terraces are made of travertine, a sedimentary rock deposited by water with a very high mineral content from the hot springs. People have bathed in its pools for thousands of years. The ancient Greek city of Hierapolis was built on top of the hot springs by the kings of Pergamon. The ruins of the baths and other Greek monuments can still be seen at the site. Defining the northwest of Kauai, the Napali Coast is one of Hawaii's most famous and photographed sites. Its gigantic, jagged cliffs rise to 1,200 200 meters above the sparkling waters of the Pacific Ocean, with scenic beaches and coves hidden below. As the rugged terrain is so inaccessible, the only way to visit is by hiking, kayaking, or helicopter, with phenomenal panoramas wherever you look. While it is famed for having featured in Jurassic Park, the grand and gorgeous stretch of coastline has appeared in numerous films and TV shows over the years. From well-experienced mountaineers to novice climbers willing to pay substantial sums to professional mountain guides to complete a successful climb. Although other 8,000ers, such as K2, are much more difficult to climb, Mount Everest still has many inherent dangers, such as altitude sickness, weather, and wind. At the base of Everest, Sherpas and mountaineers work overtime to prepare for their trip to the summit. Renowned the world over, the Grand Canyon needs no introduction. One of the largest canyons in the world, it really has to be seen to be properly appreciated. Whether you visit the north, south, east, or west rim areas, it's always a giant sculpture of light and shadow that barrels its way across an awesome landscape. Around the national park that encompasses it, there are a whole host of trails and viewpoints. Cape Royal on the North Rim is a top vista for many major parts of the Grand Canyon. You can even reach down to the canyon floor over a mile down in some places via steep meandering trails. Ice Age, the sheer cliff towers 604 meters above its surroundings, with staggering views of the deep, dark waters and dramatic landscapes below. Due to the outstanding beauty, Pulpit Rock attracts hordes of tourists every year. Well, Victoria Falls dwarfs it with its colossal curtain of water that stretches for 1,708 meters, reaching 108 meters in height. It is these epic proportions that make Victoria Falls the largest waterfall in the world. Breathtaking to behold, the endless flow of water that tumbles over the cliff almost defies belief. Fittingly, the cacophonous roar that rises from the gorge below, and the fine spray that hangs in the air, saw the fall's name, the smoke that thunders, in the local Lozi language. Nestled on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls truly needs to be seen to be believed. In southern Jordan is Wadi Rum, a desert valley known for its breathtaking scenery. There are no permanent settlements in this secluded desert region, but nomadic tribes do occasionally pass through. Although deserts are often imagined as dunes, Wadi Rum boasts sandstone mountains and towering granite cliffs. The distinctive reddish-orange colors that lend the area an otherworldly quality has brought several science fiction films here to replicate the Red Planet. Visitors can ride a camel across the amazing desert and camp out under the clear, star-filled sky. National Park, Banff, is chock full of awesome scenery. Set amongst the beauty of the Canadian Rockies, the park contains several beautiful lakes, including Lake Louise, the gem of the park, and the much photographed Moraine Lake. It's also a good place to see glaciers, ice fields, and wildlife, including elk, deer, moose, and bears. As a year-round tourism destination, the park draws 3 million visitors annually. They come for the winter sports and summer hiking and camping. Has the highest average elevation of all the continents. Although about 98% of Antarctica is covered in ice, it is technically a desert with very little precipitation. Antarctica is colder than the Arctic because much of the continent is more than 2 miles above sea level, and because the Arctic Ocean covers the North Polar Zone, transferring the ocean's relative warmth through the ice pack. Sea life in Antarctica includes penguins, blue whales, orcas, and seals. Located in the Andes Mountains, Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat in the world. The expanse of salt creates an unending white landscape during the dry season, but the area is most breathtaking in the rainy season when it's covered in water. The reflection of the blue sky creates a spectacular and surreal landscape, though some tourists insist on seeing the salt. One of the most unusual places to visit in South America, it's also a major breeding ground for flamingos. Made up of some 275 different cascades, falls, and drops, Iguazu Falls on the Argentine-Brazilian border is the world's largest waterfall system. As such, it is the only waterfall that can rival or possibly even surpass Victoria Falls. For almost 3 kilometers in total, gorgeous falls course over the Parana Plateau, with the undoubted highlight being Devil's Throat Canyon. This is best witnessed from the Brazilian side's viewing platform, where you are greeted with teeming sheets of water, a deafening roar, and a fine spray. With lush rainforests lying around it, the falls are a treat to visit. Visitors can take boat trips along the Iguazu River or explore the nearby paths and trails. incredible natural phenomenon. The polar lights and their captivating colors, shapes, and swirls appear when there is solar activity. The best chance to spot them will be in the